Peggy 3.
Welcome to the Boot Room. I'm Matt Cuttle, this is Darren Cross, and this week we're talking penalties. Now, of course, they are a free shot on goal, so it's important that they go in. Isn't that right, Darren?
Yeah, that is right. It's great when you win a penalty, but then obviously you've got a job to do, which is to stick it away, and that's what we're going to talk about now.
Now, before you take a penalty, you of course have to win one. So do you have any tips for getting someone to chop you down in the box?
Yeah, if you're looking to win a pen, then obviously you need to be in the area with the ball in possession, and then it's really about being as unpredictable as possible. And to do that, I would use face-up dribbling and change direction quickly. I might throw in a skill move, or just use the right stick to nudge the ball away and try and draw a foul.
So you've been brought down, the ref's given a foul, he's ticked the opponent off, the ball's on the spot. What next?
So the first thing to do next is to pick the right kicker, and you want the guy that's got the highest pen rating. That's going to make the shot a bit more accurate. So once you've got him selected, you'll notice that the green area of the aiming bar gets bigger, and that's what you want really. That's going to make it much easier to stop that cursor right in the centre. And
then in terms of shooting, I guess you just have to power up when the cursor's over the green section.
Yeah, you want to get as close to the centre as possible, and then it's just about choosing direction with the left stick.
Now, the skill games are new to FIFA 13, and they certainly do help in terms of practising penalties and different penalty situations, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. They give you a real feel for how your direction on the left stick, or how long you hold the power, how that affects where the ball's going to go. So it's definitely worth practicing, and as you said, you can try the different types of penalties there as well.
And the addition with that is you also get the blue reticle, which you can see, so you can see how the left stick translates to actually what's happening on screen.
Exactly, and you'll notice that as you get closer to the posts, as your player is running up to strike the ball, that accelerates. So if you can keep in mind how quickly it does that, then when you go into the game and you don't have that reticle, you'll know the sort of timing to where your shot's going to go. Now,
obviously, there's quite a lot of luck when it comes to scoring and saving penalties, but you've got a technique when it comes to scoring that works, say, 9 out of 10 times?
Yeah, I'd say 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 times. Yeah, I like to aim the ball right down the centre of the goal, but high, so almost into the roof of the net. And the reason for that is that to save it, you have to specifically dive up. So you'd have to hit the right stick up to stop that. And not many people think to do that. And when they're saving a penalty, they're either thinking about standing still or going left and right. So if they do any of those three things, then a shot straight down into the roof of the net will go in.
Now, we'll talk about saving penalties in just a minute, but there are a couple of other ways you can add a bit of flair to your penalty taking, isn't there?
Yeah, there are a few things you can do. You can chip the ball down the centre by holding LB when you take your shot, and that will just sort of dink it right down the middle. You can put finesse on the shot by holding the right bumper, or if you press shoot again as your player is running towards the ball, he'll stutter. Hopefully then you'll get an idea to which way the goalkeeper's going to move, and you can just choose the other direction, the direction furthest away from him.
Do you recommend doing these, or is it something you might do when you're a few goals up and you just want to rub it in?
Yeah, I think so. They are a bit riskier, but they do look pretty cool when they go in, especially the chip. It's just that when it doesn't go in, he just catches the ball and you're left with egg on your face.
And do you need a world-class player to pull off these fancy penalties?
Not necessarily, no. It's all about that pen rating, so the higher that is, the better chance you've got of scoring, so that's the most important thing here.
Now let's talk about saving penalties. I guess there's two ways you can look at it. You can either be proactive or reactive, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. So you might choose a direction as the kick's being taken. So as he's just about to strike the ball, you hold left, right up wherever you want to dive on the right stick, and hopefully guess where it's going to go. The other option, as you say, is to be reactive and wait for the shot to be taken, and then quickly try and choose a direction and save it that way.
When I'm saving a penalty, I like to be reactive and actually dive the way I think they're going to put it. But you like to do the old grobbler crazy legs, don't you?
Exactly, yeah. I'll move the keeper across the line and wave my arms around in the air, just to try to give the kicker the impression that I'm definitely going to dive one way or the other. And then I tend to stay very central and just hold the right stick up, just to protect that roof of the goal. And quite often I save it that way.
And we keep going back to it. It's all about being unpredictable, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. If you shoot the same way every time, then you're going to get second guessed. So mix it up a bit, and then if you do get the advantage of a couple of goals up, then by all means try the chip or the finesse or even the stutter.
Some great tips there, Darren, as always. What are we looking at next week?
So next week we're going to look at creating and using custom formations.
Excellent, look forward to it. Don't forget you can catch Darren in Match Magazine every Tuesday, and we'll see you next time on The Boot Room.